What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream where we're working on our Project Hero action adventure game using Unreal Engine 4, C++, Blueprints, the gameplay ability system plugin. So the last time we left off, we were in quite the doozy. We're still in a doozy, but I do want to just show you where we're at. We're almost done converting this stylized weather system blueprint to C++. This has been going on for well over a month. And we're almost done. We're running into a performance issue that I really don't know how to figure out. So we're just gonna have to really dig in deep. We did find out that it is coming from this K2 interpolate material instance params. For whatever reason, over time, this affects performance. Like last time we did some simple debugging and we narrowed it down to this, and not exactly sure just yet what the problem is. But we're hoping to find that out this time. So, I just want to showcase where we're at and just showcase the problem again. Then we'll try to debug. And we're listening to some Ori and the Blind Forest music, which is always a welcomed addition to any stream, in my opinion. Alright, so we're gonna see when we press play. Our weather system is gonna go by pretty quickly. Let me just do stat FPS so we can see our FPS. I don't know how well you guys see that, but we'll play. We're at 120, then we're at 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, and worse and worse. So we gotta see why. And my suspicion right now, I don't know how well based on evidence this is, but my guess is that this iteration is just having a lot of numbers in it. So this tooltip says to do can be optimized. At least we can reserve. So I'm thinking this num is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's just gonna be ridiculous. Hey, Sandra. Once again, congratulations on getting the job. Like you said, it's definitely a relief, so I'm happy to see good things happening to good people. Alright, so we're playing. Alright, and it's gonna... Visual Studio's gonna derp. So names, num is 22. Okay. Continue. So still 22. Still 22. Now I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna let it play. All right. Now we're seeing the problem happen. Okay. Okay. So the number is 28. That's not that big of a deal. Well, let's continue. Alright, so we're at 15 frames a second. Okay. And it's still at 28. So it's not this, or not exactly this. So it's only iterating over 28 times. So yeah, it's definitely doing something I don't understand. So our first guess was wrong. So that's good to know. Good to know we started off terrible. So we gotta find what? So it's under interrelate param and it's this. Why could this be causing such problems? Because again, if we just put in the default one, we say, I think 1 second was an hour, like it should go by pretty quickly. Yeah. So 1 hour in seconds, maybe 0.01. Yeah. So it seems like it's just doing its thing. It's staying roughly 120. Sorry for the seizure. Then if we put mine, I believe it was 0.01. It just goes into trouble. And I can't fathom what's going on. So I hit this breakpoint. So it's material instance dynamic 49. And then... Okay, continue. Still 49. Continue. Still 49. I'm just wondering if this is if it's creating a bunch of material instances and it's not deleting them? No, it's still the same one. Like, is there a way to see, like, what is in memory or something? That's the question. So UE4 C++ debug low FPS. Because maybe it's creating a lot of material instances that I don't know about. Honestly, like, that could just be it. I don't know if I want to go that far yet. At some point, I'm sure they are up to no good. Yeah, started making trouble in my neighborhood. Let's see. Let me open this. Separately here. Hello. How's it going? Welcome. Nice to see you. So let me see where next param. Where are we dealing with next param? So set next to weather. Okay. Yeah, you can ask as much as you want. Maybe it's because I'm creating this texture. I don't think that's the case, but we're gonna find out. All right, let me take this, close it. Oh yeah, no, not compiled. All right, let's see. Let's see now. So this is mine, correct? No. And now, hour. 0.1. It's gonna look weird probably, but let's just look at that FPS. Oops. It's that FPS. Okay, so it's still a problem. What is it? I wonder. Is it because I'm loading this object all the time? Wonder. Like maybe I should load it once at the beginning. I very much doubt that's the problem, but maybe it could be. Yeah, it's definitely not. But I think in general it might be a problem. Do you know where static mesh init and get for text data? As I understand, it's using mesh description over for text init, but I can't believe this is where this happens. I have no idea. That's way out of my knowledge. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna create a material parameter collection and then initialize it. I don't know if anyone else in chat knows, but I don't. All right, I know I don't want this to be a public thing, so it's gonna be a private. Okay, let's do this. But maybe I can do this. Let's see if I could do this in this constructor. Okay. Now I should be able to do this still now. Let's see, all the places that I'm doing this. I'm guessing you also went through like documentation. Do you know where static mesh in it and get vertex data? Is that from the static mesh class? So are you like looking for the location transforms of each vertex on a static mesh? I think I successfully replaced this. I don't think it's the problem. Could be, but I doubt it. Do-do-do. So there is a blueprint thing for mesh description. Doesn't really tell you much. Okay, so it's still a problem. But at least it still looks okay, so we know that's still a viable thing we just did, so we could probably leave it. So let's delete this code that we don't need anymore. Yes, I'm still trying to fix the performance here. I don't know what the cause is. Like, I know if I comment out 2 lines, it fixes the problem, but I don't understand why it's causing the problem. I don't know if I'm using, like, the wrong function version for C++, or if it's something else. That's pretty upsetting. So I'm just wondering if I'm creating objects that I'm just not destroying for some reason. Like, the problem is these 2. Like, if I comment both these out, we're fine. But I believe we need these. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on. And I looked into the function, and like, it's doing some iterations over some values, by like the number of things it's iterating over is like at max 20 something. So here now we're okay, but I believe we need those. Everything, like, I don't know if this is the right version of this K2 interpolate material instance params. It's the only one I can find that I can use. And it's not, the set scalar font ones are not the problem. It's these ones. the K2 interpolate material instance params. And in the original blueprint, it's this. And it's getting called via a timeline. Doesn't seem to be a problem. I don't know how to specifically call anything from any specific thread. I'm not that good. I doubt anyone else had an issue here. UE4, C++, K2, interpolate material, instance params. Interpolates the scalar and vector parameters of the material instance based on two other material instances and blending. Blending factor. And I have everything that I'm supposed to. Material instance dynamic. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck and I don't know what to do. I want to fix this problem, but I don't have an answer to it. I don't know. I don't want to let this go. Let's see. Set next to weather. Blend broker 0. Does all this stuff. Blend 0. Yeah. Do I have a copy? Yeah, copy. Get texture param. Param buff. I don't think this is an issue, but since I'm not very good with for loops, let's just see if this is a problem. See what the damage is. Yeah, I really don't want to let this go yet. I can't. I gotta figure this out. If I don't get it this time, I don't know. I want to ask, like, in a Discord or in a forum, but I don't know how to pose the question. Okay, that's not the problem. Um, the issue is just performance. I don't know if you can see the stat FPS, but we're at 70, 60, 50, 40, 30. Like, it just keeps dropping. I guess we're gonna have to do... Nice. I guess we're gonna have to profile. What is it? Stat profile or begin init profile? I don't know. Let's look it up. UE4 how to use profiler. Okay, that's too long of a video. Okay. So does it tell me how to enable it? Oh my god. Nope. Let's see. UE4 console command enable. Oh wait, I think it's start profile. No. No. Nope. UE4 how to create profile file. Okay. General tips. Well, I mean, we can maybe see if we do stat unit. Like, what's getting worse? The GPU. All right, CPU and GPU profiling. Stat game. So this is getting worse. And so move component is getting really high. So post tick component update is a 4. Blueprint time. And so movement component primitive time. Why is it doing that? Okay, let's do that scene rendering. Okay. So this is staying relatively calm. It's this stuff. So that didn't really help me. Why is this not working? UE4, C++, interpolate instance parameters. Maybe those. What do you mean MIB maps? That's more of a texture thing. Well, I really don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. Let's look with the original again. 0.1. Ooh, a YouTube video. Okay, that's too long of a video, but okay. Stat game? Yeah, so his blueprint time, tick time, all that stays relatively calm. It all stems. Maybe I'm not doing the timeline correctly. Um, Yeah, I'll check it when I have the time. Currently, I don't want to watch it while we're streaming. Um, um, I'm pretty sure if I don't tick this timeline, it's gonna break. But maybe the performance will be okay. We have to tick it. Pretty sure. Tick it real good, in fact. But maybe it will help us. And it would make sense, something is happening. Yeah. We need to tick on begin play. We do all this. On construction. Oh yeah, we don't need this anymore. Okay, so it's not on constructor. We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about on construction. Then begin play seems okay. End play, we're just taking care of the timer. Tick will leave open. Initialize weather settings. What are we doing here? That seems all good. Oh, we do have this sky sphere. Did I already do that in the constructor? No. I don't think that's a problem. Or is it? We'll come back to that. Initialize the weather struct. This is initialize material settings. Mm-hmm. So interpolate param is the current problem. Where is this getting called? It gets called there and there. Um, Add a float interpolation to the timeline. Um. No, then we do play timeline from start. That's what we want. What's next weather do? Nothing crazy. Well, why does this work a little differently? F timeline float. And then like, does that make a difference for anything? I don't think this is going to make a difference, but let's find out. First, let's see if it compiles. Well, that's good. Is this mine? Yes. All right, we forgot to do something. Because the clouds ain't moving. Oh, I guess it looks okay. Did I forget to do something? Or is it like on tick? No. It's there. Why is it not moving then? Is the sun moving? No. Whoops. Let me see. So weather timeline update. I think I did the same for the weather. right? Not weather, wind. Maybe I have to do the same for the sun. 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 Well, the sun doesn't finish. And set sun visible. Sun visible timeline flow return. Okay, we're setting that scalar. Let's just see if anything breaks, and let's just look at the weather again. The sun should move again, no problems. But yeah, still fucking up, and I'm not sure why. Alright, the clouds are getting in the way a bit. But I believe the sun is moving. Yes. And now let's set the hour again to like 0.1. Yeah, the FPS is still dropping. God, I don't understand. Fuck. Is it because it's like interpolating within interpolating or something? But why does it work fine in blueprints? I hate that this is a problem. Well, it probably will over time. That's what I fear, is that as it's doing this, it's gonna slowly drop little by little. And it just shouldn't do this. And that's the problem. Like, I don't care if it's not an actual real problem. The fact that it's even happening. And we're gonna figure this out. So I'm just gonna print this input value and just see. And let me make this hour per second thing, 0.1. Like, that all checks out. Like, I feel like I'm doing something wrong with this function in C++. Oh, God. It's the same function. Yeah, I'll hydrate. Like, is there any more data that I can get? So this function gets called on this timeline. And the timeline, once it's finished, it sets up new weather information, then it starts from the start again. So it's not every frame, I suppose, but it follows this timeline. And in C++, it follows this curve. And the curve literally goes 0 to 1. And then when it's finished, it starts over again. Blah, blah, blah. And we know the timeline gets called on finish because the weather's changed. Well, not weather, but the day, night, everything is changing. Well, I guess, yeah, the weather's changing. So if I put my version in, we'll wait from 0 to 1, and then something will change. Yeah, whoops. So that got called, and then it starts again from the start, and then after whatever X amount of seconds again. So I know that this is okay. And, you know, I could do a UE log. And I could just do what? Log temp, warning, text. I think I could just do this. And I'm not sure what other UE logs exist, if any. We'll just... comment them out. I think that's fine. I don't know if there's anything I'm missing. So this is mine. We can open up the output log. Guess we can keep that open like that. And it's interpolating the param. And then if we make this hour and second 0.1, like it should still be printing out probably faster. Just in general, it's printing. So it's doing a lot of things. And I honestly don't know. I don't know if I'm missing something. Class settings, general class defaults. Nothing unique here. And, you know, everything is set the same. Except I'm using these float curves instead of timelines. So, kind of at a wall. Which is unfortunate. I really want to fix this. I really want to figure this out, but I'm at a wall. It sucks. We could try to see what this input alpha is. It should be anywhere between 0 and 1, honestly. But this function's doing exactly the same thing as it is in the blueprint counterpart, but we're still getting this problem. And it's going 0 to 1. I guess if I make this a smaller number, like if I make this 1, these numbers should be better, but like still, like the point still stands. Like, is it because like the number is too small? Well, no, see, like it's still going down. If I set it to 1, it's slowly dropping. Now, is there, let's see. UE4 blueprint callable events, I think. Let me do it. Let me see if I could do a check real quick. View function. This will be what? Blueprint implementable event category. I'll just say test. Not sure if this is relevant. Let's see. Anything is relevant. You don't need to manually call tick components since this is automatically done by a actor. Tick component being called twice per frame is causing what you see. Well, I don't think. I mean, that's a solid fucking guess. Do I not have to? Okay. Because I think I have to tick the timeline. Yeah, probably. Yeah, this interpolator param, probably something's broken. Like, if I don't tick this timeline, it's not going to tick. I don't even know if this is going to compile because I'm like halfway through writing something. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, this sucks. We're gonna be stuck on this forever. So we're stopping weather timeline dot tick timeline. Maybe I'm telling it the tick timeline all the like, because tick timeline is just telling it to tick. What if rewriting that function from scratch is not going to do anything, Christoph? In my humble opinion. Yeah, so now we're not even ticking the timeline. The FPS is not affected, but now what I'm curious about is why this. Well, the sun visible is its own thing. Because like literally, this function is doing like nothing. Like it's updating some materials and it's just interpolating things. It's nothing crazy. So we're doing, this is the weather timeline, we're playing things, we're setting the function for the finish. Maybe because I'm binding things too much? Let me see how binding's supposed to work. UE4, timeline, C++. Let's see what they have as examples. I always forget. Yeah, dev enabled, always a good option. So here's the timeline component, blah, blah, blah. Does the curve, blah, blah, blah. The time progress, so on begin play, he does that, and he does all... Maybe it's because I'm doing it multiple times. Let's see what he does here. Maybe I just gotta do it like this. I'll do it on begin play. Wait, now we don't need this. Then play new timeline. We'll say we don't need to do that. we say we don't have to do that. Let's see what happens. Do we fix that thing with the, yeah, we uncommented that. Let's see. So let's look. Hour. So hour and seconds is 1. Let's just see what it looks like. Okay. So things are moving. Let's do 0.1. Yes. Okay. So I was binding too many things. I guess. I don't understand that. Oh! Thank God! Oh! Sorry for screaming into the microphone if that was too loud for everybody. Alright, Christoph. I do appreciate your messages because it made me look at things a little differently, so gracias for that. But we have these functions, play timeline at a new time and play timeline from start. And each time I was doing that, I was binding these functions, adding interpolation floats, and binding these functions. And these functions would get called whenever that timeline finishes. So when the timeline finishes a lot. So I guess it just keeps binding and binding and binding and binding and binding. So instead of doing it here constantly, I do it at begin play. Right here. And that fixes the problem. Okay. So I'm sure there's still things to fix with this, but we're done for now. So let's clean this up. We might have to do the same. Or maybe we don't. So this is the delegate. All right, so let's look again real quick. Oh, all right. All right, let's set this back to a normal thing. So hour and seconds. I'll just do 10. Just to look at it. The sun kind of still looks stretched. So that's a problem for another day. We're not going to worry about that. All right. We just did God's work. I mean, I can put it in full screen and just see if that makes a difference. Okay, now we got cloudy. Okay. Yeah, so the moon still looks stretched. Yeah. So it's doing something weird. Not gonna, like, I'm honestly not gonna worry about that right now. But I am happy we got this far. Okay, it's getting stormy. So, like, the storm is fucked up still. But I'm honestly not going to work on that right now. Like, I'm kind of tired working on this. Like, this is something, that's something for another time, I think. We at least have a good day-night cycle, and the performance is okay. So we'll come back. We'll come back to that. We'll visit that in like a month. I don't know. Something sooner or later. Alright, so this is still issue with rain and thunder. We'll keep that. Investigate performance. We fix that. And then we're going to say sun, moon, stretching. Okay. So I think what I want to do, I want the character to have an animal companion. Yeah, this was so difficult. I really don't like it how difficult that was. All right, but I want to have a companion for the character. And I found a while ago I was looking at a dog, but I think I found a decent looking like fox animal we can use as your companion. I don't know if you guys would think this like art style is too polygonal for ours or not. I don't know what you guys like. It's hard to tell what it's gonna look like until I actually buy it. But I thought, do you think it would be cool to have these kind of things? Yeah. Damn. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else? Yeah, these deer are pretty much the same story, I think. I think it's the same dude. Melburus, I think. Yeah. I guess, you know what? Let's just see if we can get it to work. Let's buy this shit. It's only 70 zloty. That's like 15 bucks. Yeah. So I'm gonna buy it. Boom. Fucking purchased. So let's take a look. Now it's what? Stylized. There's an update to this one? Let's update that. Here we go. Yeah, I'll toss a coin to my Witcher. Alright, so it's in our project. So we're gonna have to work in animation blueprints again. Oh, let's see. It looks good. I would want this as your singular companion. Like, I don't want you to buy it or anything. He's just with you the entire time. What does the fox say? Fucking die, fox. Yeah, luckily all the mesh retargeting that I've done, like the animation said they worked with the Unreal Engine skeleton, so I don't think I had that issue. So it looks okay. Like, so how, like, what's the polygonal thing? Is that, is it the mesh, or is it the, I guess it's the mesh. It's the vertex normals, okay. Okay. Okay, for now we can live with this. Yeah, let's just live with it. And we can have like enemy foxes or whatever, but you know, we have a snow fox. Hello, snow fox. Yeah! Go! Like, I potentially would want it like maybe 1.5 its size, so it's a little more intimidating. I don't know if that's too big, but maybe 1.25. Yeah, 1.25 looks okay. So we gotta do a couple things. We'll worry about fox selection later. let's just start with having him run around. So new C++ class. Guess it's gonna have to be like, well, it'll have to be a character or a pawn. I'll say character. Let's make a new folder called Fox. Is it like, would you go pawn because the collision is kind of like derpy? And like pawn, you can give it your own collision. All right. Like, my heart told me character, so I'll stick with character. And we'll say hero underscore hero fox. I guess hero animal underscore fox. Maybe we'll go get other animals later. Yeah, but I'm kind of wondering, like, if I have a fox companion, like I'll need to make an animation blueprint, and I'll need to make a blackboard and a behavior tree. But I'm wondering, like, if I want to have other animals in the game, like if I want to have deer or cows, pigs, whatever. Like, should they all extend from the same animal class? And should this animal class also be from this unique fox character? Should this fox character be separated out from other animals? Well, I want to use a behavior tree. I want to try to use as much unique things as possible and try to learn the behavior tree a little bit better. And honestly, all we're gonna get, what I would like to try to get working first is obviously movement. I want him, maybe he'll have to use EQ. I might have to get a nav mesh, and create a nav mesh and use EQS to find a valid location near the player for him to always try to go to. Or maybe I don't need EQS and I can just tell him just to go to a point near the player. Or I should have points around the player, like 4 or 5, so like scene component points, that he'll just randomly choose and go to that one. Something like that. Yeah, I was thinking around the same thing like that too. Like, it really just depends on what we want. Right now, we're like an open book, so we'll see what we can think of. Yeah, this is really taking its time. Guess while that's going, we should oops, make another task. I guess targeting the player, like, I don't know if I should be using a nav mesh or not, because nav mesh is like the way to like make sure you're not going into things that are not really navigable. But I don't know how a nav mesh would work on such a large scale if I have such a large environment, unless I like break things off into like mini clusters, and each cluster has its own unique nav mesh. Yeah. Create a fun and not interesting box companion. Because I know breaking things off into quadrants is what they did for Spider-Man, the one for PlayStation 4. They had a pretty interesting talk about how they split like each block into its own compartmentalized thing. And, you know, they render only certain points, like, just because of how a city is, certain lines of sights are broken at certain points. So, you know, they render only certain quadrants at a certain time. or they pop in certain LODs, certain quadrants at certain times, depending on where you are. Yeah, I know they use their own engine. Maybe we can ask UE4 nav mesh on large environments. Okay, so there may be some answers there. Oh, that's not available anymore. Okay, let's worry about that later. And by later, I mean pretty soon. But for right now, not anything. So we might not have to worry about player input unless we want to have the ability to control. Maybe that would be an interesting gimmick where you can control it. But if you let the AI roam, the smaller nav mesh gives it less opportunity to bug and go nuts. I don't know. Really don't know. Let's see what we want to do. Well, there is a dynamic nav mesh, but like, I don't know. Like, do I want to have one that's relatively small around the player, and like what if I want like creatures moving around in the distance? Like, should there be some like LOD there? I don't know. I do not know. All solid questions. All right, so we have all right, let's create a new folder. Animals. Companion box. Blueprint class. Da-da-da. What do we want? Box, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the problem, which I think maybe Sandra might have been correct on, is with character, you can't really change this capsule component. It's really for more humanoid shapes. Like, I can't rotate this. This was an issue with Aquanox, I remember. Like, I guess I could turn off collision for this one and then just create other collision, but I feel like it's all built in. So like, I think Pod might be the better choice. Because I know character movement has movement stuff in it. So yeah, so I'm just not happy about how this collision mesh works or looks. It's like, oh, there's my collision. So maybe I just gotta be happy with making it like, I don't know, a circle shape. Like that. Maybe that's fine. I guess I gotta keep it as is. Yeah, I think this is as good as it's gonna be. That doesn't look too good. I think that's as good as it's gonna be. Yeah. Hello, puppy. And I think I said I wanted it 1.25. So now we gotta fucking readjust again. I guess we could just multiply it by 1.25. So I think this is gonna be 62.5. That should be roughly this right size. I also forgot, I don't know if you guys know this, but I believe you can do math in these boxes, and it does the calculation for you in these size boxes, just as a fun little random knowledge thing if you don't know. When I first saw that, I was just like, oh, yes, no more calculator. Alright, so now we have our fox. And we're done. It's a big fox. But yeah, now he's floating again, which I don't like. There we go. As good as that's gonna be. Like, I'm still not married to the idea of it being a character. I don't think that's a good idea. I think it might, just for like collision purposes and just how it feels and how like close you can get. Because I believe the only, like, because it has, like, I believe I can just give it a character movement component as a pawn. There is a Reddit post. So maybe a pawn would be better. Okay, so you can't put a character movement on a pawn. That's interesting. Hey, how's it going, Quasi? Yeah, this is definitely a better Valheim. I'm telling you, it's gonna be good. That's weird that you can't. Let me try. Sorry, Christoph. I know I should believe you, but I just want to see for myself. Yeah, okay, it's just not available. Okay. Check this out! Yeah, this is definitely a reference that I'm gonna need. Thank you, Sandra. But I guess before we do that, let's make animation blueprint. Oh yeah, no, not class. Animation. Skeleton. Fox? I know it was at the top, but I'm just making sure there's nothing else. Okay, Fox. What does the Fox say? Alright. ABP, companion, Fox. Okay. Now, do we have animations? Do we have common? All right, so there's ones for damage and dying, so that's interesting. So in place, do we have idle? No. He has swimming and running and falling. All right, so there is idle. Is there a sit? Idle to seat. Alright, is there a seat? No. Idle yaw? Oh, we can make him yawn! Sweet. Alright, so here we go. So it's an additive thing. So that's gonna break. Yeah, there's a bunch of people who use a standing desk at the office. All the desks have the ability to become a standing desk. They have like the hydraulics or whatever in them. Okay, the fact that it's additive is the problem, I think. Are they all? Why are they additive? Oh, yeah, I tried it a couple times. It's not too bad. I can only really do it for like a couple minutes. So why is this? Why is this additive? Not sure why. But it technically works. I don't know why it's additive though. And it's just like, I'm gonna disappear. Bye. Okay, so we're gonna have to stick with character, I guess, which I don't like, but okay. So you might have to interpolate better the speed of the character, because I had the same thing. Like, I'm running and then I stop, right? Or I'm that and I stop. So I'm wanting to probably interpolate better moving and sprinting and things like that. So I'm gonna have to create, let me look at my character. Okay, so we have references to the pawn, atom graph. All right, I'm gonna create copies of these animations, I think. And put it under that folder. So is there a run? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would be cool to have if he runs like that. So for now, yeah, I'm gonna have to make a blend space. I guess that's why it's additive, because it goes into a blend space. Does he have like walking? A lot of forward. Okay, yeah, he does have walk. I think we have to make this kind of blend space. Blend space underscore fox companion movement. And I should probably take these. Yeah, they're all added. I don't want to add the animations. I don't. Maybe I can look at this map. I don't know if I want this thing to die or not. Okay, with this blend space, guess this will be direction, and this will be speed, I guess. I guess minus 100 and 1,000 is enough for now. Give you 10 grid points. What is my character doing? Yeah, minus 80. Okay. Whoops. All right, we'll just do the same one here. Um, Then what? Walk? Walk. Is it gonna be the root motion one? Then run. Okay. Well, it's not even gonna let me do the root motion, Kristoff. Calm down. No need to get testy. Okay. So which direction was this, right? All right, so there has to be a trot. Trot forward. All right, so walk has to go first, I think. Then trot, and then run. So we're walking, we're trotting, and then we're running, right? So this is trot. Oh, this is swimming, okay. So trot right, and then we'll do trot left. And then we'll do walk, left. Walk right. Okay. Now we gotta do run left. What is this one? Idle? Is there like a look right? Guess not. Okay. But he's also should be able to walk backwards. I'm not sure the best way to do that. I guess I have to do like minus like 400. And then I gotta just fix everything. Okay, that's 0. Okay. I don't know if I want to do anything in a fucked up way. let's just keep moving with the punches here. So let's do back. Okay. So I think that's all we can do. I gotta like look at my other animation blueprint. What's the aim, pitch, and yaw used for? It's the blocking aim offset. Okay, we don't need that for the thing. Like, maybe I would like him to like kind of look at you. But I don't really know how that would work. But we do need speed and direction. So cast to Fox. Let's say Fox character. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Get our variables. And we should have the blend space. If we have nothing, why does that give us nothing? Like 0, should at least give us the idle. Maybe does it have to have an additive base pose, I wonder? Thanks for pointing that out, Christoph, but that doesn't matter with the problem. but thanks for pointing that out. Because right now they're both 0 anyway. Like, do I have to have in my blend space? That's the animation blueprint. In my blend space, do I have to have a preview base pose? Does this have to be? No. Nope. Okay, so for this character, it is using root motion, so I might have to fix that later. But the animations that I have for this guy, like, they shouldn't be additive. Unless there's like a base pose that I'm not seeing. No. I'm assuming that all of these are additives. There. There's our guy. So speed 400. He's doing that. 800 he's trotting, and then 1200 he's beating. Let's make this 100. Nothing's gonna change because he's idle. Okay. So that's that. And I guess, what can I do? I don't want to do anything yet with AI tonight because it's already been 2 hours. What is there? Like, move to... I don't want a navigation yet. I guess I could just do what? Add local actor. Add actor world offset. Does the simple require nav mesh? Probably does. Like, I think I'll need to make an AI controller. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a bunch of stuff that I don't want to do right now, Christoph. So I want to just I don't want to do that right now. I'm gonna save that for next time. Get actor forward vector. Wonder if just adding the forward vector on tick is gonna make him go flying. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I'm really tired at this point. Well, doing something. I guess that's technically his forward vector. We're gonna have to flip him around. There he goes. Character movement. Yeah, I don't think I can really do anything. I guess I would need to have him make a nav mesh and shit. Oh. Alright, we'll do that next time. I'm too tired. Really to do that right now. So let's just get rid of this crap. Alright. So we need to what? Mark all those for add. Mark these for add. Mark those for add. We don't have to do the animations because we did them up here. They're all ready to be marked for add. Button space is good to go. Those are good to go. Yes. I don't think I changed anything there. Some rig stuff I don't care about. Hero test map, yeah. I think that's it. Let's look at Perforce. Got a lot. Ah, my eyes. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Source. I'll just go through the source. Didn't change anything in abilities or tasks. I don't think we changed anything. Actors, nothing with attributes, movement component, no. No. Yeah, Fox, that's good. Weather system, we gotta check out. Let me reopen and hold on. Yeah, I didn't see your message on Discord, Sanjay, until now. Okay. I'm not sure if Christoph wants to see this still, but I'll show it. I don't know how well you'll see that once it loads. So every whatever seconds we get a random point. And then move to location. The reason why this works, I believe, is because this is an AI controller class. This is not your pawn. And the pawn probably has this AI controller class in it, I would assume. But thanks for showing that, Sandra. I appreciate it. Let me just look at Well, I'm assuming we thought like you could just use that functionality in the pawn, but you have to use it in the AI controller. So possibly we can still go down that route if I find that this is annoying. So stylized weather, we don't need the blueprint. We don't really need the curves. I don't think we need the map or any of these functions or these textures. I'm gonna keep it in our content browser, but is it under default engine? No. Wait, maybe it is default engine. Is there like an ignore cook directory? I thought I added one. I don't know if it's in default engine. Default game. Yes. I don't want to cook that at all. Directory is what? Stylized weather. Okay. Everything else, we're cool. Maybe I want to add these Polyfox art animation ones that I don't need. Poly art fox / animations. And then we'll do maps as well. Everything else we're okay. Now, is that default game INI gonna be included, or do I have to manually do it? Yeah, I gotta manually do it. Okay, check out. Okay. Finished. For now, the stylized weather class. Bam, bam, bam. Edit Polyfox animations and whip character and anim BP assets. Let's see if it gives us any problems here. No. Cool. Now let's push this up into GitHub. We'll see if we get any cooking problems next time, either tomorrow or the next day. I should really have copied and pasted this. So let me just get that. Weather system plus whip box. And we don't want to commit. I'm pretty sure there is some assets that I don't want to commit. Fuck it. We're committing it. Ba, ba, ba. And if anyone is interested, you can subscribe onto Patreon and you'll be able to get access to the GitHub repository, I should say, for this. So if you want to check it out, that's the way you can do it. I'm gonna be ending the stream in a few minutes. Before I do, make sure if you aren't already, follow me here on Twitch. If you aren't, it'd be much appreciated. We stream game dev every Tuesday and Thursday, and usually we play games on Monday and Wednesday, and maybe on the weekends I stream. Very rarely, but sometimes I do. And all these streams do get uploaded to my YouTube channel, so subscribe there. You can also follow me on Twitter for more of that. And I believe I have something for Instagram. I don't know if you really care about my Instagram, but whatever. So that's where I'm going to end it tonight. So thank God we figured out this weather system blueprint issue. There's still problems, but nothing that we can't figure out later. So now we're going to focus on this Fox Companion for a little bit, then maybe we'll move on to maybe more movement abilities, and maybe then go back into the crafting a little bit. I don't know. We're kind of going to be jumping from place to place for a little bit. But as long as we be learning, we be having no problems. Am I right? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to go and raid. We'll do first Crimson again. He always has a smooth voice, so we'll hang out with him. Thanks to Christoph for helping, and Sandra, thank you for helping. And again, congratulations, Sandra, on the job. I believe in you, so good stuff. Everybody else, thanks for who are watching, and anyone who follows, I appreciate it. Have a good night, and see you next time.